Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is Unlocking the Beyond, where we delve into your questions and try to answer those questions.
I can't take you seriously anymore.
So, today is the supernatural, and the question of the day is, does weather and things around the weather affect our ability to see ghosts?
Dun, dun, dun.
What do we think it do? Are we thinking that it actually is the thing? We've got some fun articles. We're going to go over a few things and try to answer that if we think it actually affects the ghosties in any way.
Well, if you remember from our first supernatural video, we talked about how ghosts, spirits, any kind of supernatural being should, or I guess in theory, should have to consume or absorb some kind of energy to exist to the human eye. In order to be seen, they have to be able to absorb something to gain energy. So when you think about what a storm of any sort actually is, I mean, we didn't really find anything about like sunshiny days.
No. It seems, I mean, this is the whole point of this. It was, can weather.
Yes.
Which I guess you say, oh, when the weather's nice outside.
Which I guess that is part of the conclusion, is that most people are saying, oh, I saw ghosts and stuff on the dark and stormy night. And it's like, you hear that so often, but why? Why not on the bright, shiny, sunny days?
Is that creepy enough?
Yeah, that was one thing, is people were like, well, it's because it's just not as creepy. You're walking down the street and you see, old Jim, who passed away 3 weeks ago, walk across the street. It's a little weird, but you think it's just sun glare. But
do you? Is that what you think? You've seen old Jim walking around the street? Oh, he passed away. Oh, it's just a sun glare. That's all it is. I'm fine with that.
Delusion. But otherwise, I mean, it's just the atmosphere, the spooky atmosphere of darkness and gray clouds and lightning flashing and everything.
A lot of people, in a lot of ways, are already scared of the dark to a degree. Maybe not necessarily the dark, but what's in the dark. And then you start adding storms and rain and then creaky noises around the house.
You got the wind going, and it's just like going through all the creeks and like moving stuff around. And
helps even more with this little fog setting around. That's even great.
So it is perfect setting for the mind to already be in the mindset of spooky. Plus, it doesn't help that we watch movies upon movies of the same situations. But if we want to go into the scientific part of why it's possible spirits are more active during weather or stormy weather,
yes,
is because when you think about it, a storm is just a big, giant energy buffet.
Energy buffet.
Yes.
Feeding all those paranormal and supernatural beings.
Yeah. Well, the reason why it comes to that is because when people talk about the paranormal, they already talk about it sapping energy from electronics. They talk about it sapping heat from the room, and that's why you have the cold spots and everything. So it's not a big surprise that you have a giant, just electromagnetic, as I said, buffet storm going on, that you don't have these spirits that are like, well, we have all this energy, we can move around a lot better, you'll be able to see us better. I'm sure that's not their goal, but but it just sort of happens. They're absorbing it.
The ghosts eat from the buffet, get really fat, and you're like, oh, there he is.
I shouldn't have used the word buffet, okay? I couldn't think of another word at the time.
Oh, it's even better now.
Yeah.
Eat a buffet while strolling of the dough. Why not?
Anyways, and then of course you think about lightning, which is just charged ions. Once again, more energy. The humidity is nothing but energy. It's just all this heat and energy, and of course, hungry spirits.
Yes, and if they have to charge in order to see them, this is the perfect atmosphere for something like that to happen.
You get a boost.
A
The other thing, of course, along with weather, is solar flares. Because not only storms, like thunderstorms and stuff, are not the only thing that causes the grasping for a word.
We're not scientists. Like we said, we try to answer your questions.
But pretty much just, it's not the only thing that causes energy to be supercharged in the atmosphere. Another thing is solar flares.
Yes. Solar flares and what was the last one?
Geomagnetic fields.
I don't remember what that one was. Explain.
I really don't remember either. I should have wrote that one down, but I wrote it twice and didn't bother to define it, I guess. Wow, I'm doing so well today.
But all these things create more energy, to which the ghost, supernatural things, can draw from, and as long as we're assuming that ghosts draw and charge to be seen, this would make it easy for that to happen.
Yes. So, pretty much right there, we've already answered the question: how or does weather affect spirits or your ability to see ghosts? Yes. Yes, it does. Because
what helps a whole lot? A good, dark, rainy, thundery night in a creaky old house.
Yes.
That helps a whole lot too.
So you have it on both ends. You have it on the already just 100% they need this energy to feed off of, and then you have it on the other side that just the atmosphere itself can cause you to already feel like, ooh, it's in there. And then, of course, there's the other reason, the ultra-low frequency sound waves, or...
Oh, ultrasound?
Nope.
Nope?
Nope.
I don't know why you went to me then.
Oh, I thought you know. It's the, what is infrasound.
Oh, infrasound, not ultrasound. Infrasound. God, what a weird term.
It's one I've never... Infrared I've heard, but infrasounds or infosounds, I don't know. I've never actually heard that one. Either way, it's ultra low frequency sound waves. They're caused by earthquakes, wind, lightning, volcanoes, crashing waves.
Yes.
So pretty much it is sounds that are really loud, but not to the point of physically hearing them, which can cause you to become just, especially after if you stay in them too long, if you hear them too long, can cause dizziness, hallucinations, just hear things that are not there. So
another explanation that there may or may not be a ghost / spirit. It could be that you're just seeing things. Yeah. Of course, there was another explanation for that as well. Talking about some of these old houses.
Yes.
That have like really bad, horrible mold from decades, centuries ago at this point. Another reason that might be leading to people seeing things. So it's like, these infrasounds, maybe mold, the atmosphere's just right, and it all sets in perfectly to either really be seeing something, which one day we're going to have to test it out, because I desperately want to see one. If they're there, I want to see it. I want to grab one by the neck.
Probably not the best idea.
We'll see what happens. Experiment.
Okay. But anyways, as I said, we're not saying this to discourage anybody who is really super set, like, in their beliefs on the paranormal or the supernatural or anything. We're just, like, even paranormal experts, people who are ghost hunting, are aware of these things, and they put that into account. So when they're doing, like, when they're going in to investigate houses for people, is that they will go through all of these. Well, could it be this? Could it be this? And sometimes they do come to the conclusion that most likely maybe it is. But that doesn't, as I said, if we go back to our original question, we have our science, and then we also have, of course, the fact that if spirits need energy, a storm is a good way to get it. Exactly.
So if you're open to the idea to ghost and the paranormal and supernatural being out there, and you have the ability to see them, and these things actually work that way, you also have to be open to the idea that maybe not always that's how it's going to work.
Yes. But overall, that is the answer to the question of today.
So I think we both can conclude, assuming there's a spirit in that house, the best chance of seeing him probably in really bad weather. It probably seems likely that's going to be where you're going to get it from.
Yes, and high humidity apparently. So
high humidity. If you're by the ocean, probably even better. Thunderstorm, a lightning. Let's just set all the right during a solar flare. Let's just every one possible be a big ghost. Let him really snack on that buffet of energy and become a real big ghost.
So If you have a question that you'd like us to research for you, just let us know in the comments. Try to contact us. We have Facebook. We have Twitter.
Instagram, YouTube, and podcast services, which we will not check, so please do the other ones. If you're going to contact us, do it via any other method, because that would be great. I don't even know if you can leave comments on those. So leave a comment down below, especially in YouTube comments. That's where we see the most of them. Like the video if you enjoyed what we talked about, and subscribe to the channel, because we need that.
If you have any other input on it, we really like to hear it. Maybe you are an investigator and you have extra information, or maybe you just really just know exactly what's going on here, and then we'd really like to hear it.
Yeah, because maybe we're idiots.
Yeah.
And I accept that fully. Probably big old buffet eating idiot.
I literally said buffet on this podcast, so let's go with that.
Not very scientific. We tried, though. Hope you enjoyed. As always, you can reach me at KZA, me at Stars Untraveled, reach me at KZ Pup, reach the show at Beyond Our Focus on all the places we mentioned. Anything else other than me not know my Twitter handle?
It's okay. You said your wife's the other time. So
yeah, it's hard. It's hard life. Okay. Till next time, long days and pleasant nights.